Okay, so it's like 12:30 a.m. here and I can't sleep. So, I'm posting a small little clip on YouTube. This clip is vocal with no vid, mostly because I haven't gotten a decent camera yet. Our subject this morning is YouTube quote unquote furry haters and the fandom in general. Now, one of my vids wound up being a small gathering for said haters to post. Like most members of our fandom do, they argued back with the trolls. This led to nowhere, guys. Now then, I want to clear something up with the quote humans of this world as well as mundanes. Are you ready? Furries are perverts. We are. Most of us, if not all, have looked at YIF at one point or another. The thing is, so are mundanes as well as humans. Heck, look at all the porn the US makes every year. Also, most of the stereotypes are indeed true. Some of the furs I know, I swear, are petrified of soap and water. They are also overweight or morbidly skinny. Most of them have some type of computer efficiency or job working in the computer field. Furries are drama kings and queens. Honestly, name one furry forum or gathering spot that furries have not been banned from for being dipshits. Okay, now, using that same mindset, name one forum or group that non-furs have never, ever in the history of its making been banned from. You see, it's all the same. The only difference is that most non-furs that I know are closed-minded. Everyone knows that I am a bisexual female furry in a fandom filled with perverted fans. The point is, I really don't care. This brings me to the whole Yif and Hell Furbags quote, or whatever you'd like to call it. Here lately, it's been the real kicker for furs. Now, furs, tell me something. Why? Why does it offend you so much? Honestly, when thinking about the four words, we're not being, as you call it, persecuted. It's four words that, if strung together, make a sentence. Tell me, why are you taking so much offense to that when someone could just come up to you off the street just randomly, not knowing that you're a furry, not knowing anything about you, say, hey, I don't like you, fuck you, and go to hell? And yet you just write it off as if someone was just being nothing more than an asshole. I mean, it really doesn't make any much more sense to say they're only saying this because they don't like me. In honesty, it sounds just like another excuse to be a whiny little emo. I am honestly starting to wonder if the fandom is just a lard of horse crap for emos to slap on a character and say, heh, this is me. Oh, and BTW, I hate life. But I'm not emo. And hey, let's have sex together in costume. I'll take you home to my mom and say that your name is Joanna. And if she hears me screaming out your fursuit's name, then hey, that's your real name too. Now, this is just ridiculous, guys. I mean, fursuit sex is fine if you're into that, but don't get upset if somebody says it's sick. I mean, some people just aren't into that. Now, I am not saying that all furs are like this, but a majority of them that I know are. In fact, the ones that are closed minded or just want to cause trouble are going to post a response saying how horrible of a fur I am, how much of an anti-fur I am, and that I'm wrong, that I'm persecuting them, and that I'm hurting their pretty little feelings. To you, I bite my thumb and say, if you don't like it, don't watch my vids. I honestly have gotten to the point that I don't care if a bunch of little furry fags, and I will call furries fags if they act immature, respond to this with hateful comments, because you know what? We are freaks, and it's time that the rest of the world really understood this and that we just accepted it. We are not going to be accepted by a normal society, alright? We're not. And the reason being is that society is just that, society. They're people, alright? They are. They have their own views and opinions. To force our views and opinions on them, to force them to accept what we say as being rightful judgment, is the same as just sending them to a concentration camp. It's no different than what Hitler did, and it's no different than what we will wind up doing if we say, hey, I'm right, you're wrong, so screw you if you don't agree with me. Anyway, I better get off of here. Leave comments if you'd like. Leave hate comments if you'd like. I really don't care. But this is Kahami Wolfbane, also known as Kuro o Kami Sumi, signing out. Goodbye, everybody.